Man, what's good? What's good? Man, so I've you know, been out here working hard, man. And the rates in the industry right now, at least for I would say the van, reefer, and the flatbed, and in that order as far as the how low it is, which it's always been like that. Van, for the most part, van gets paid, less than reefer. Reefer gets paid less than flatbed. Then you get into your specialized freight, which are oversized and whatnot. But the rates are really down, and from what I'm hearing, it's going to get worse. So now would be probably the time if you ain't got a direct shipper, and even that could be lowballed by the brokers. And what I mean by that is, let's say Goodwill, um, and you got a contract with Goodwill. Well, Goodwill is in the business of shipping their product out, right? They're looking at their business of shipping their product out, and so you're not the only person that they are going to be looking at as far as a opportunity to capitalize on a good rate to get their product out. Give you another good example. So I give you a real life example. I had a contract with this company, and I still do, and not so much a contract. I'm sorry, not so much a contract. It was more, well. Anyway, so basically, I'm able to go. I got hooked up with a company, and you have to go on their website, and they will post loads up. Okay, you get the alert to your email. They'll post up loads, and then you go on there, and you basically put a bid in. Now, what I realized was I would put in a bid and I'll get beat, but then I'll be like, dang, so then I'll go, I wouldn't get it. So that means somebody bid it lower. Then I'll go on a DAT board and I'll see TQL, got it. And I'm like, wait a minute, this load picking up here, going there, and I'll see it like for 1,300 or something. Mind you, they basically at that rate had to have moved that load and bid it on that load at like way less than $2 a mile. Because I did my math and I know, okay, my bare minimum is $2 a mile. So I know they had to go lower. And that's what happens. So then once the broker lowballs the load, he has control over it. And then we scrambling, can't find nothing else. We're like, all right, well, I might as well go on and take this load from him. And we go and run it for $1.70 a mile. $1.50 a mile. And that's what happens, man. So it's like they kind of corner the market. And from what I hear, the rates are going to get lower. It's going to get worse. I don't know what's causing this. Is it backroom deals that's not being made in upper government that basically has these boats sitting on I've heard that story. I'm not saying that's what's going on. I'm just saying I've heard that that's what it is, that boats from like China are just still sitting out in the water waiting to have the deal made so that the product can come in and we have some freight to run. I've also heard that last year was a fluke. So many guys that I've seen on YouTube, and I don't know if this is the cause, but so many guys I've seen on YouTube, go under. They went back company driving because the rates are so. I would say because the rates are so low. It's just mighty funny. The rates go down, and then all these guys are getting rid of these trucks. And see, when the rates was good, like most guys, I myself went out and call myself expanding and living my life thinking that this is the way it's going to be. Went about living my life like this is what it's going to be. And that's not necessarily true, clearly. So getting on with a company like Schneider, maybe like Prime, where they have, consistent freight because they kind of cornered the market. This is where that comes in handy. With that being said, with this new 2020 truck, man, I don't see how anybody with this truck is surviving. I just don't see it. I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you go to Schneider and you get their lease purchase truck, one thing that they changed is they don't go down on the price of the truck. Like your weekly expense. If you signed up for $1,000 a week for 2020, that's what the hell it's gonna be for the duration of your terms. Okay? Or your agreement, your lease agreement. It's not changing. When I first came on to Schneider, I think back in like 2014, I had a 2015 Cascadia. All right? And I was paying, I think, off top like maybe $800 or $900, I think, a week. After a year or two, they dropped it down. Actually, they didn't drop it down. What they did was I said, hey, I want to take give me my maintenance money. I don't need you guys, because what had happened was I needed some tires, and I had like maybe $2,000 or so, enough to get some tires in my account. They gonna tell me, get this, yeah, we'll give you, release the money, but you're gonna have to get retreads. What? This is my money, bro. You gonna tell me how to spend mine? Really? I have to get retreads. Wow. And Schneider supposed to be the safety. First thing was they is penny ante, they petty now. But why you want people running retreads? Like, that to me is not safe. That's my opinion. It's not safe because it can blow. Those tires are very fragile. The air ain't right, in it. It's too much heat. Anything will make that baby pop, and then you got gators all on the freeway. You know what I mean? And they could definitely obstruct, traffic. I can't tell you how many times I have run that over and hoping it ain't tear mine up. And then another thing that happens is not so much, well, it could be safety. It'll blow your airbags. You get a gator that it'll blow your airbag, and it can blow the tire next to it. I don't consider that safe. So I said, hey, man, I've been with y'all for a little over a year with this truck. Just give me my maintenance. Just stop taking my maintenance out. Let me do my own maintenance. So they froze the account for 45 days. I couldn't use it. Couldn't use it. And I think the money kept going in. Well, I think at that time they stopped taking it out. And then after the 45 days, then they shot me. They just totally stopped taking it out, and they cut me the check. So, but they don't do that no more. And see, when I did that, then it dropped my payment from like $850 to like $700 a week. Man, maybe I should have kept that damn truck. But I decided to give it back because I wanted something cheaper. Like the orange truck that I have, Old Pumpkin, 2011 Detroit 60 Series, I'm paying $500 a month for that. Imagine that. I pay in 1 month two times less than what I pay in a week for this one. Now, mind you, yeah, $150 or so I think is is like maintenance, but still, I mean, point still remains. That's a lot of bread. You will be a slave to this truck. If you going into Schneider, okay, news flash, because I had a guy pull up on me, man, is that 2020? Yeah, I'm thinking about going to Schneider in Charlotte Terminal next weekend or something like that. Next week, I'm starting orientation. Hey, congratulations, you know what I mean? You're going to be a slave to that truck. I'm not trying to deter you. I'm just saying you will be a slave to this truck. Unless you living in a trailer park, or you living at your mama house, or you living in the back of this truck, if you got a family, you got a Harley Davidson at the house that you paying on, a car, or family you taking care of, kids, child support, man, listen, if you run hard, you can gross $5,000. Easy. You can gross $5,000 to the truck, easy. I ain't gonna say easy. It could just be done. But you're gonna work your ass off. So I'm not gonna say easy. I'm sorry. When I mean easy, I mean it can be done weekly. It can be done. It can be done. No problem. The fact that it's out there for you, easy peasy. But actually going and doing it, no. It's easy to hit them boom, boom, boom and just connect the dots. But doing it, come on, man. It's a whole nother story. So you want to be able to understand what you're getting your ass into. And this guy was like, oh, that's fine. I mean, just got to run a little bit more. I don't know what he may have been used to doing and what kind of money he used to, but I'm used to getting between $3,000 and $4,000 a week take home. Man, now when I run, let's do the math. If I run and make $5,000 to the truck, $1,000 off rip is gone for this truck. That take me down to 4. Another $1,000 plus is gone for the fuel. We ain't even talking about insurance yet. So we already cutting down. So if I bring $5,000, make $5,000 to the truck, I'm only gonna bring home about 25, maybe 2,500. That seems like some decent money, right? But coming from a person who what I'm looking at is that $1,000. That $1,000. Yeah, the truck is a write-off and all of that, but I want that, man. Chalk a write-off for that money. Put it in my pocket, baby. You understand what I'm saying? So I want that $1,000. I don't rest easy knowing, man, a whole year went by. I got a $52,000 write-off, but wouldn't that $52,000 have been better in my pocket right now? What would I rather have? Because I can write some stuff off to get, on that $52,000. Would I rather have a cash hold $52,000 in my pocket? Or would I say, let's just write that off? I'd rather have that cash in my pocket. I can do a whole lot with $52,000. That's a lot of bread, man. So I'm looking at it like that. And then especially coming from where I came from to where, and then only constant in life is change. I get that, but that's not a change that I'm trying to make. Not when I don't have to. So I will be bringing my truck back on because my goal was to put a driver in my other truck and have him run on my authority. But I can, but it's just not feasible. The rates is too low. It's the risk outweighs the reward. If I get a half-ass, I'm lucky to get a half-ass decent driver. Hopefully he don't tear my stuff up. Then if he don't tear my stuff up, the rates are so bad, and I gotta hope he runs, but the rates are so bad, I won't be able to pay myself for real. If I pay him a decent wage of maybe $1,500, $1,800 a week, what am I gonna be left with? Because it's garbage out there, man. It's garbage. I dare say Schneider is about as good as what you gonna get on your own authority. After you take in the fuel, you take in your truck payment, you take in your trailer payment. Unless the person who's winning right now, and he ain't gonna say he's winning, he's just in a better position, is if he got all his equipment paid for. If all your equipment paid off, you ain't got, man, you can afford to just, you good, you Gucci. I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. I mean, this is where the rubber meets the road, I guess. You know what I mean? This is where it gets down to, what are you gonna do? Understand this. Getting this 2020. This truck. This truck is hands down the best truck I have ever driven in my life, man. And I've been trucking for 6 years. The best truck. The best truck. I ain't lying to you. Got a dude over here, Schneider, doing this he must be a trainer, because you know damn well, how many of y'all are doing that every morning, pumping your brakes? Hey, if that's what you got to do that. Do your safety thing, but come on, man, you guys ain't doing that. As soon as that trainer out there, he pumping the brake, he went down, around, he hammering these tires and all that. He ain't doing all that. Anyway, I do it. I do it though. Anyway, so yeah, man. I mean, it's like, you're gonna be a slave to this truck, man. Don't get your man. Listen, and here go another thing, bro. Go home and want to take some time off. I did the calculation. It's about $250 a day, bro. Maybe a little bit more than that. No, 7 days, 5 days, we get 1,000. Yeah, it's about $200 a day if you look at just 5 days. You look at 7 days, it's probably like more like about $150 a day. You take off a week. Have a family emergency, God forbid. Shit happens though. Take off a week. You know what I mean? And see, when you come back, ain't no we gonna push that payment back. No, sir. We want that. And they're gonna start doubling up on your thing. Now you in the hole. Like I said, you ain't even gonna want to sit down, man, because you got $1,000 coming out your check every week, and no matter what you do, that fixed cost of expense, a fixed cost, is eating your ass alive. You're a slave. Get some golden handcuffs, is what they call truck gang. Take it, clap it here, and clap it here. That's where you at. It's a wonderful, man. I had a partner call me, man, that refrigerator, man, you can get a refrigerator. I said, bro, this refrigerator, it ain't what you thinking. Man, I said, look, dude, I got 4 gallons of water in there right now. Big boy joints like this. In there right now. No, you a lot. Come on, FaceTime me. And I don't even be FaceTiming dudes. Come on, FaceTime me. Booga booga. Open that thing up. Oh man, I see you. Yeah. But is the refrigerator and the nice lighting, the nice ride, and the comfort. It's comfortable, man. It's a badass truck, man. Freightliner got them one with this one. If I had a third thumb, I'll put it up there, Jack. This baby is nice. And I don't like giving nobody a perfect 10, but bro, I have no qualms. None. I like it. I like the exterior. I like the interior. The refrigerator, the bed, down to the mattress. I mean, this thing nice, dog. Nice. But all of that, I ain't even thinking about that when I get that check. No, sir. Only thing I'm thinking about is that $1,000. I'd rather be riding around, all of that. I'd rather ride around like that. But I got my money and be in the back just kind of tight. But I'm able to go home and be with my family. I don't have no overhead like that. You see what I'm saying? And I can be home with my family, and I got an extra $1,000 in my pocket. That's mine. So if I make $5,000, the only thing Schneider taking from me is fuel and a little bit on insurance. Which is another thing. The insurance on a 2011 is way less than what it is to insure a 2020. I mean, my truck, I run insurance for about $5,000, $10,000 on that truck. Come on now. Versus $150, you do the math. So, in short, the 2020 Cascadia is the bomb.com, baby. You can't go wrong with this. But it's gonna get you in trouble. You can potentially lose your job if you're not cool with your ICA, DBO, whatever they call them. Your immediate supervisor. Because they got this thing, man, so sensitive. You can throw a stability control at going 13 miles an hour. They got it rigged up, man. This thing will tell on you. Hard brakes, stability control, all of that. It will tell on you, man. So you might lose your job messing around in this truck. Because they got it now on the steering wheel. Before it was like on the axles or something like that, where you got to really rock and roll on that thing for it to really do. You feel it. You like, oh man, I felt that. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. And then it light up that red triangle. Boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? Stability control, you know? But now it's just in the steering wheel. So you just do this right there, man, it's going off. You know, you turn and you see a pothole, you try to, you know, oh, it's going off. That's it. Hey, yeah, we need to talk to you about that shit. Yeah, it looked like you, and then they got the camera up here. So I mean, come on, you can't win like that. I can't win like that. But my issue, number one, the bread. I don't see how you can survive. You know, you ain't gonna look. When I made $6,400 to the truck, $5,000 to the truck, I ran out of, like, I was running 7 days a week. By the time from Monday to Monday, by the time I got the money on the 8th day, I was looking at recaps. Like, okay, let me see if I got enough to run. Like, that's how you gotta run for 7 days, man. You gotta run and it's impossible to run every single day. I mean, you can if you calculate your time, but to really make that money with Schneider, man, you got to run, man. You got to run that first 7 days. You can't be thinking about no recap. Then by the time you get about to the 8th day, you finish that week, you done made some good money. But now you're going to have to take a 34 sooner or later. It's just like, man, I had to work my ass off, man, for that. I mean, humping, man. Left those stay closed. And you got the hammer down. I mean, it ain't no other way. And then you make $5,000 to the truck. You only bring it home about $3,000, maybe less. But that may sound like some good money to you. You know, if you just starting off and you know, that's a blessing. But you gonna be in that truck. Kiss the wife and kids goodbye. Get you a good phone, do your FaceTime, bro. You ain't seeing that, you gone. The best thing you can possibly do is try to just book loads going through your house. But wifey gonna get tired of that. You just I'm here. All right. Then you have to go, well, I gotta pick up a load first thing in the morning. I'm telling you, man, it sucks. It sucks. You can't make no money. Then you try to sit at the house and spend some time with your family. You come back, you gonna have a hefty note waiting on your ass. I'm just telling you, bro. Be prepared. You're going to work your ass off. This is the best truck, hands down, that I've ever driven. You know, Schneider will put you in it for little to nothing down. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to already set yourself up for at least $2,000 coming out of your check every week. $1,000 for the note, $1,000 for fuel. Bare minimum. Bare minimum. All right? And you're going to be left with whatever's left after that. Just that simple. And if you ask Schneider, what is the average driver making, they'll tell you. When I started, it was 180. Then I saw it go down to 175. It may be at 170. Well, brother, at that rate, that's less than $4,000 gross to the truck every week. Do the math. So it's not common. Because it's almost impossible for you to make that $5,000 to the truck every week. It's next to impossible, because sooner or later you're going to run out of hours. You're not going to have enough time to do it. It's just not going to work. You're going to run out. So you're going to have to take a 34 reset. And then that right there is 1 day gone out of your week of you trying to make that $5,000 to $6,000. It's just not, it's going to be next to hard, next to impossible. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but it could be impossible. You know what I mean? You're gonna be a slave to this truck. Just be prepared. You know, you possibly could do it every week. Do them kind of numbers. You just taking enough time off just to get your 34, and then you back out there doing what you do, running. You can do it. If that sounds like a beautiful thing to you, go right ahead, buddy. You can have this one, because I'm turning it in. I can't deal no more. I can't deal. So I'm gonna deal it right back to him. Here you go. Take this. I'll holler at you. I'll holler at you. Take it. Maybe in some other video we'll talk about, you know, the process of giving it back and, you know, what they go up in you for and all that. I've been through all that before, man. You know, I ain't worried about that. I'll be making enough money. I'm not worried. Like I said, I got my truck in the shop right now because I started up. It's been sitting so long with the check engine light on. Got an oil change and, you know, just getting it ready for Schneider to run their check. And that's it. You're going to see me in that old orange beater. I done beat it up. You know, I ain't seen too many Columbias that look nice. Most of them Columbias beat the hell up, but it runs. It got a Detroit 60 in it. I ain't complaining about that motor. Ain't gave me no problems. Knock on something. So, hey, good luck to you, man. Damn near 30-minute video, 25 minutes. You know, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, man, this truck is badass. This truck is badass, but you're gonna work. Your ass gonna work, man. Sorry for any interruptions. I don't know if it did it or not. The damn thing saying low battery, then it kind of fade out. I gotta hit the button. But yeah, we out here, man. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll get up with y'all soon. Deuce.